this morning I'm back in West Mersey, and I'm paddling out to the packing shed in a little while. But before I do that, I'm paddling out to Cobmarsh Island, which is another island which is almost directly in front of me, and just the other side of the island there's a dredger called the Saucepan Dhow, which is a suction dredger, and at the moment it's doing work, doing what they call a recharge, which is basically depositing material that it's dredged from the approaches into Harwich Harbour and Felixstowe docks, which is about 12 miles up the coast, and it takes the dredgings from there and it's dumping them in 4 strategic spots around Mersey Harbour to protect it from winds and waves, etc. It's been a long time coming, and hopefully it will protect the harbour for a good few years to come. The discharge is currently underway. I'm going to keep as far away from it as I possibly can. There's some black flags that are scattered around. There's one just behind me here, and they indicate where the spoil is to be dumped, and at the moment it's being dumped and forming a little island just in front of me by a pipe that's attached to the dredger. Last week it didn't have the pipe, and it was just dumping the spoil from a huge nozzle at the bow of the boat. But I'm assuming it can't get in quite so far today because the tide is lower. So there's some other flags out here which they're going to also dump spoil at. The dredger's sitting quite low in the water at the moment, so I'm assuming it hasn't been discharging for that long. It sits quite a lot higher once it's all of the discharge is done. So I'm a bit closer now. This is probably about as close as I want to be. And you can see at the front, at the bow of the boat, you can see the nozzle like a huge ray gun. It's like sort of pointing up at 45 degrees. And we saw that last week from a distance. I'll insert a little clip here actually, or a still of it doing its business. And there's another boat behind it, which is the MSC Aniki, which is assisting the operations, and I think they use that to take the pipeline in. It's obviously got a shallower draft. It's flat bottomed, and there's another tug around the back there as well, a smaller tug. Right, enough of that. Let's get over to the shed. So I'm approaching the southern end of Packing Shed Island, and I can see already that the whole profile of this end of the island has completely changed. Massively different. I mean, that is really high up there now. I'm sure that will level out as well as in other places, but that has just completely transformed it. Alright, let's get a bit closer, and I'll go in the shed as well, see how things are looking in there. As nobody's been out here for a little while, it's good to check up on it every so often. Wow, that is crazy. That is looking so different. Okay, let's go and have a look in the shed. No damage anywhere. No. All looking good. Alright, let's go and take a look at this out here. Unless you're familiar with what it was like before, it's hard to appreciate just how much material has been dumped here. All of this is a lot higher than it used to be. The brushwood fencing that we put in to protect or repaired a few years back is somewhere underneath my feet. It's look a bit weird at the moment because it's all quite undulating, and they've got some white crosses. There's one back there as well. I'm not sure what that signifies, but there's a bit of a drop off here, so I don't know if they're going to level this out or what, but looking back at that is crazy. You can see sort of down here that you can see how low lying this end of the island was. It's fantastic. To do, whenever we had a high tide and high winds, I did used to get a bit concerned about it, especially if we had a southerly wind. So I'm looking north at the moment, so I've got Colchester in the distance there, and all these fences here, this fence is all new as well. So this is where the oyster pits used to be, but I used to clean the oysters, so they'd let the tide wash over the oysters. So this is similar to the fence that we repaired a few years back, which is now underneath all the spoil. So hopefully you can see the dredger out there. That is crazy, absolutely crazy. Good, but crazy. So there's another white cross there, so like I say, I don't know what that means. It signifies something, obviously. So still got quite a lot of work to do. Where the flags are over there. So it's quite a long process. Wow. So that was the tug that was out with the dredger, which seems to be moving away at the moment. That's the Tasker 1. So it looks to me like the dredging work for today is finished because the tide's receding. Yeah, and the saucepan dhow is turning round. It's like it's going to depart. I'm not in any hurry, so I think what I'm going to do is now I'm going to quickly sling the dipole, sloping dipole, up in this on the flagpole, and see what I can see if I can work something on 20 meters. Okay, so I've put the dipole up. It's actually 17 meters dipole, this one. So it's basically, I've hoisted it up the flagpole. This flagpole's fiberglass, which is handy, and there's no balun or anything. There's the centre of the dipole, and I've just got the other end sloping down to the handrail. So I'd say no balun, and it's just fed with RG174. And in this bag here, I've got the 817, which is inside another dry bag, just to be doubly safe. So let's get it set up and see what's happening. So I've been having a little look around on 17 meters. There's a couple of Russian stations that are quite strong, but they're not calling CQ. They're just talking to each other. They need to be quite strong, really, and calling for me to stand a chance of working them, really. So what I'll do is I'll take the 20 meter dipole down, and I'll put 17 meter dipole down, and I'll put the 20 up in its place, and probably stand more chance of getting one or two contacts on 20.
And we'll catch you next time. Oh, by the way, you're 5 and 9, 59. I'm Wiki 73. All the best, and stay safe. Charlie Tango 1 Alpha Victor Radio, VK2 CPC. Bye for now. Okay.
So we got Victor Kilo 2 Charlie Popper Charlie there, but somebody spotted him on the cluster, which he wasn't happy about, and now I've got this idiot stamping all over him before he'd even finished his previous QSO. So I'm not going to bother even calling him. I know when I'm wasting my time. So we'll see what else is about. I'd just be happy to get one contact, really. It's not going to be the end of the world if I don't. I'm quite laid back. So I've just got the 5 watts, but I've also got this Sotabeam speech compressor, which is just in line between the microphone and the radio, and that gives me a little bit more punch. I normally use it on the 857, but also works on the 817. So this is a special event station, Hotel Fox 150 Kilo Hotel Charlie, celebrating 150 years of a railway in Poland by the looks of it. He's spotted on the cluster, so I'll give him a call.
150th anniversary of railway in our region. Visit our website to learn more about it. Good luck to you.
Give him a call. 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable.
Station with 0.
2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable.
Charlie 0 Whiskey Mike Portable. It's still not complete. Let's try once again.
2 Echo 0 Washington, Mexico, Germany Portable. Roger.
Okay, Roger. 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable. Is it okay?
Roger. You're 5959. Your report. Roger.
Okay, fine. You are also very strong, but many of stations calling, so that's the reason. Have a nice day. Bye.
Only 5 watts. 5 watts only. 7-3. Bye bye.
Oh, it's surprisingly 5 watts. Congratulations once again. QRP.
There you go. I didn't bring a logbook, so I'll just take a screenshot on the phone of the cluster spot. 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable.
2 Echo 0 Portable Station Golf. Thank you very much, and good morning, Kevin. Nice to hear you again. After 2 years, long time ago. Kevin, 5'8", 5'9" with Chris Baker. My name Harry Kyoto.
Yeah, okay there, Harry. Yeah, nice to work you again. And yeah, you have the name correct. And yeah, I'm just using 5 watts only. 5 watts QRP, Harry. Go ahead.
Kevin, indeed, only 5 watts, solid 5'7", 5'8" now. Now solid signal, without Chris Baker, without any problem. Kevin, thank you very much. Wish you a lot of gigs and most importantly, good health to you and your family. Back to you.
Yeah, okay, Harry, and you're good 5'9" with me, no problem. Okay, thanks for the short contact, Harry. Nice to work you again. Catch you further down. 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable. Bye bye.
For the lock, 5'9" now, 59. So, 70. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Anyway, that'll do for now. I'm quite happy with that. 2 contacts, both with decent reports. Considering I'm only on 5 watts. So I'm going to pack up and I'm going to go for a paddle because the sun's out, and I'll make the most of it. And it's nice and calm, so yeah, it's good paddling weather. So let's pack up and get on the water. So from here you can kind of get a sense of the extent of the work. You've got a ridge there and all this raised bank here was quite low lying. If you look back, so it's quite impressive. So I'm going to go around and see where the spoil was dumped earlier. Here earlier on, where the tide's gone out now, I paddled between this bank and the island. That's Cobmarsh Island, but I'm not going to be able to get around there now. See the end of the pipe just here. So they just obviously leave that there until they come back. Well, I've decided to get out on the pontoons rather than on the slipway. Then it won't get quite so muddy. Well, it won't get muddy at all.